So at our recent public sector roundtable, one of the topics that seemed to come up quite often was that within the public sector in particular, there is a two-speed technology adoption. Traditional IT is tending to lag the adoption of particularly cloud services and looking at migrations based on a lift and shift strategy. Whereas other areas of particularly local councils are embracing smart cities, IoT, digital transformation, and actually driving ahead of core IT. So the most common question that was asked during the conversations that we had was that how could an organisation adopt cloud technologies quickly and overcome barriers to entry where a lot of the talk these days is around modernisation of applications. So the strategy of a lift and shift, particularly using, say, a VMware type technology where you can identify the cloud as part of your existing infrastructure and then literally drag and drop workloads. The next challenge then people asked was, well then once I've done that, how do I then manage that environment and how do I then take advantage of the services that are available within, say, an AWS environment? And the key there is actually taking on that modernization strategy, but doing it where it makes sense. So if you've got applications that are aging and are going to be replaced, obviously you don't invest the time and effort in those. But core applications that you want to take advantage of the services provided by the cloud providers are the key ones that you need to identify. So identifying your critical applications, identifying those that mean the best bang for your buck in terms of the business processes you're trying to support, they're the key ones to identify and look at modernisation. So a key takeaway from the conversations that we had, and one that resonated very strongly with the attendees, was that working with an organisation such as TechConnect to identify the applications and basically triaging those so that we identify the key ones that will benefit from a lift and shift, those that need the time and effort to redesign or re-platform or completely re-architect for the cloud. They're the key strategies that need to be adopted. And having an organisation such as TechConnect that can take that external view, particularly around the data that needs to be moved and what the long-term strategy is for the use of that data, they're the key things that need to be addressed. So I think the main priority for government organisations, public sector organisations, needs to be identifying the applications that deliver the most benefit to your customers. So for example, with a local council, take a perspective of the citizens or the community that you serve and identify the applications that provide or support those services and focus on those.